Now, hello, welcome Stephanie to Awakening Intuition Interviews.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on board. This is Stephanie, and Stephanie's a Soul Plan Practitioner. And we're really honoured to have you tell us more about your intuition and how you find it, and how your life has been shaped by your intuition.
I think it shaped all my life. That's always had the idea to ask for some reason. I don't know why, but I always asked question when I had that. And I remember when I was little, after you mention it, I used to pray a lot. And the intuition when I answered it back then was I felt a stomping in my thumb, and if I felt that stomping, that meant I could go ahead. So later on, I thought about it not long ago, and then I tried it, and then I realized there's some kind of artery probably in my thumb. So it probably, I was always asking for a yes question. But so I very much remember about always questioning, and that something will know better than I did, a feeling that, you know, somewhere in me knew better.
Wow, and that was from very early on?
Yes, I would have been around 10 years old, I say.
Wow, that's amazing.
I remember.
And did it stay with you till now?
For a long time, I did the praying until I stopped being practicing or going to church, and you know, until I rebelled against the church. But as long as I prayed, and I think after, I still ask questions. And now for a long time, I also got answers in books. Whenever I have changes in my life, I could grab a book and kind of open a random page. I get a lot from this. And if I'm in a very good place, I get it from songs as well.
You get it from?
Songs. It's more, I'll say it's more, what I call synchronicities. And I kind of live my life by them. I know, to me, they're like a lamppost. Is that how you call it?
Yes, lamppost.
You know, they can be very mild, you know, just a word or a color. Sometimes they can be totally like awesome. And it kind of gives me the impression that I am kind of where I should be.
Yeah.
I resonate with my own truth when I'm in that phase. There's a strong feeling in them.
What, anywhere in your body in particular, or when you resonate?
Quite overwhelming in the heart. It's like it can be really, like, if it's really strong, bring me to tears.
Wow.
And that when I'm in that zone, that's how I can really connect with my own intuition, and I know I'm in phase. Even if something bad happened on the back of it, I know that whatever came after was what was meant to happen. And so I kind of take it more easily, more with a pinch of salt.
That's really interesting. So no matter the outcome, you always know that that's the synchronicity that was going to.
That's my belief system.
Yeah.
And I really lived by it, like for as long as I can remember. I remembered synchronicity before I even knew they were called synchronicity. It came much later. I spent years questioning what was happening that could bring so much evidence. And yes, so to this date, even if they happen, even if I'm not happy with what would come after it, I kind of felt that I was in where I was meant to be anyway.
That is so powerful.
I could be totally wrong. I don't know if that, but I lived my life this
For
way.
you, yeah, that is so powerful.
Resonate.
I know you're a very busy woman, and a lot of women find it hard to find time to listen to their intuition. What would you say to that?
I've just discovered lately that I do need my own space, and
Yeah.
I'm a mother, and therefore I have very much been judged for the fact that I like to remove myself from my family, but I've realized that's where my sanity is.
Yeah.
I really need time for myself, no matter. So before I had, my partner wasn't working, so we'd both be at home, and I went back and forth between France and England. And I've noticed that since he's working and I've got time for myself during the day, I don't need to move that much. And I think that comes from the fact that I have time, even if it's doing the housework or anything, it's just the little conversation with myself, which I think is really what I need. I am probably very influential, not very easily influenced, rather
Yes.
than influential. And so the rest, if there's too much noise around me, I give to everyone what they would want and forget myself in the process and don't hear myself things. Even with news, all the noise in the world, I really have to shut that down, because otherwise I feel like I'm too influenced.
So you put a real boundary around, because you know how important it is for you to be connected to this part of you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I need my little inner chat.
Yeah.
It's very important for me. Yeah.
Wow. So even if you're being judged for taking that time off.
Yes, I've been very much, I can hear it in people's, the way they say I'm probably not a good mother because I go away from my kids. I have been also 24/7 with them and dedicated to my job and everything. And I was not a good mother. I think I'm a much better mother now, that when I come and I'm like available to them.
That is so inspiring for mothers to hear that.
I do appreciate that it's a total luxury. I didn't have that when I first had children. I absolutely didn't have that, and it's only from not having had it, in a way, that I've realized lately how important it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. So just to recap then, space, constant questioning, a conversation inside,
And lots of conversation, probably maybe too much conversation,
and a
but
trust.
and a total trust. Yeah.
So
Trust
where
that
do you get the total trust?
I get the total trust. So I used to call it faith, I suppose.
Yeah.
That there's a part of me that knows better than I do and wants the best for me. And that is like, so even as I was saying, even if something like my life is in turmoil right now, but somehow I kind of think I need to go through that turmoil. I've gone through the turmoil many times, and each time, it feels better. I end up feeling a bit more authentic each time, or in a better place within myself. So now I kind of trust that something is guiding me, and whatever it is and wherever it's taking me. And so I kind of know what I focus on what I like.
Yeah.
And right now I think I like the idea of having more nature around me. And so I then trust that whatever life will take me there. We can
That's
discuss it again
amazing.
in a couple of years, but
Is there anything else that you would like to add to
uh,
inspire women to trust themselves?
well, that's my way, making the space. When I really can't find that space, and I have one little trick. I throw the coin, and so I ask the question, I throw the coin, and if I'm disappointed with the outcome, I know I wanted the other one. So I kind of never listen to the coin. I kind of go with the initial reaction that I had. If I feel a little disappointment in the outcome, then I know that truly, fully, I wished for the other one. Because, you know, it's sometimes I don't know if I want things for me or for my kids or for, so in order to really know what I really want and not to kind of work according to everyone else's needs or wish,
Oh,
I throw the coin.
I love that trick.
I really recommend that trick. That's really good.
Oh, thank you, Stephanie, so much.
Thank you very much.
And I know this will inspire many women. Yeah, especially the trick.
Yeah,
Throw the coin.
the trick is really good.
Thank you. Lots of love.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for listening to the Awakening Intuition interview with Stephanie, Soul Plan Practitioner.